Craig's here. Hi,
What
Craig.
up, Critter Nash? Hi,
What
Craig.
up? What up?
We
Are we gonna
back.
start with a Dune Part 2 official trailer viewing?
Dude, just jumping straight into the Dune hour?
We could.
We could.
I love how your two
Um,
recommendations are the H3, the like hearing House View of Tourette's, and then the
yeah,
RoboCop ultimate theme. That's awesome.
I'm
Oh,
a
Sopranos.
simple man. Sopranos
Yeah,
Wonderful Life. Sad Sopranos
yeah.
edits. Star
The next
Wars.
Happy Star Wars Day. We're recording this on May the 4th.
Oh, we are. Let's
May
talk
the
about
4th
Star
be
Wars
with
a
you.
bit then. What are your Star Wars hot takes?
Um, I like Star Wars. I have a Star Wars poster hanging in my room.
I used to.
Um,
It was like a
but
wooden one. It's cool.
Yeah, mine's kind of like that actually. But at the same
Yeah.
time, like I think probably like objectively I don't even think this is hard for people to disagree, but most Star Wars is bad, right? Like
Most Star Wars is bad.
most Star Wars is
And
really bad.
I think the issue with Star Wars is most of it's bad, and it has just the worst, most childish fan base
Yes.
maybe ever.
People
Um,
just go crazy for it. And like
I
there's
don't
so
know
much
why,
lore
man.
in Star Wars that's
Why?
like
Why? What do you think it makes? Do you think it's just because it's like the ultimate piece of nerd, like pop culture, that it's just the biggest one, or because it's so long running,
yeah, I
or because
think
it's been
because it was
so
kind
many
of like
like,
the first like science fiction
mhm,
movie like this.
yeah.
It's the first, and then the fact that it has continued over all these decades, and
A thought that
even
just
even
came to
now.
me is that maybe because it's tumultuous, the films, that the fan base has always been in a state of like turmoil, sort of. Like the
Yeah.
prequels came out and they went rabid about that, right?
Hmm.
Just hated it. Then years go on and we get the sequels and people go rabid over them and then start praising the prequels.
Prequels.
Do you
It's because
think that
the
might be something there?
people who have like grown up with the prequels are grown up now, and they're the people that are all
Mm,
talking, right? And they're all crazy, and it's gonna be
it's
like
gonna
our
be the same
generation, and
thing.
I'm sure like
Yeah,
younger people than us that when like whatever the next trilogy is that comes out, they're gonna be
yeah,
like, oh, but the sequels are so good. It's
yeah,
gonna
dude.
keep
It's
going like
crazy.
that.
It's crazy. I think there's probably four good Star Wars movies.
Which ones?
Um, Original trilogy and Last Jedi.
Oh, we're
Yeah, I
gonna get some
know.
unsubscribers from that.
Hot
Saying the
takes.
Last Jedi
Last
is good.
Jedi's cool though, bro. I like what they did with Luke.
But
And
do you like that? I think I don't know. The Last Jedi starts in such like a terrible way that it kind of
mm,
makes it harder for me to.
it's a very clunky movie.
Yeah,
It's very
like
clunky.
when Leia is like floating through space and her
Yeah,
body's not
dude.
moving, it looks
Because like
so
when you first
terrible.
watch that, you're like, oh, she's dead, but you know,
Yeah,
the actress died, so
the
it
actress was dead at
makes
that
sense.
point. It would
Yeah.
have made sense.
So it's sad, but it's like, hey, it's gotta happen, right? But then she
Yeah,
comes back and it's like, wait a second. I
why
don't
did
know.
why did they do that?
That movie has the whole casino arc, and that's
Yep,
not the best, but I love it because I just, dude, I love goofy aliens so much. I just love goofy alien
they
design,
all
and
looked very cool.
there's so many dumb aliens in that casino bit. I've been playing Jedi Survivor recently. So
That's
many
the new
goofy
one.
aliens in that. That's the new video game, yeah, and
Nice.
it's great. I love in that. Um, it's really fun.
Shout
Very
out
good
Jedi
combat.
Survivor.
Yeah, we're exploring like High Republic ruins, which is like even older than the
That's really
prequels.
cool.
Yeah, I
I
like
don't.
that
Why
deep,
don't?
weird
Why,
lore.
why doesn't Star Wars do stuff with that? You know, there's so much like
Because,
legends and
dude,
like
because it's
random
gotta be the
stuff.
Skywalkers all the time.
Yeah,
Everyone's
it's
a
got to be things that
Skywalker.
people recognize. I guess
And
that's kind of what everything is
that's what
now.
I loved about Last Jedi. It was almost like a moving away from the Skywalkers, you know?
Yeah, except
They
yeah,
demystified what Luke was, right? Um, they had that ending with the kids, you know, the space orphans.
yep,
And it's like, ooh, it's like saying the force is with everybody.
with
It's
everybody.
not just this family. We can move
And
on.
they talk about how stupid the Jedi Order is, and
I
just
loved
like
that.
yeah,
I love
yeah,
that
I love all
because
the
these
those
are the
ideas as
ideas
well.
core.
The
But
movie
then
is
you have
just
the next,
clunky. Like it's not a good movie. I
yeah.
think that like
Eh, I think
it's got some
it's a,
beautiful shots.
yeah.
I
Where do
don't
you think
know.
it falls apart?
I think that
Just in its structure?
every like not like every like section of the movie has its own kind of problem.
Interesting.
that is
Yeah.
like weird. Where it's
I
like I
think.
think there's a lot of good core ideas, but just kind of
Yeah.
like little pieces take me out of it enough to
Okay.
kind of ruin it for me.
I feel that.
Like floating Leia and
Flooding Leia.
the casino horses, and then
Yeah.
Rose not letting
Rose is kind
um
of crazy.
like what's
Rose is
his name
pretty crazy.
sacrifice himself, and just like there's just a lot of things
Yeah.
that
And
are just like so stupid that kind
that
of
film
ruin these
also
greater
starts
ideas.
the Finn sidelining that happens in that trilogy, which
Oh,
sucks.
it's so bad in the last
Because
one.
Finn's cool, man. Finn's
He's a
pretty
good
cool.
character to start with, like this
Yeah.
ex stormtrooper.
It's like a character that I feel like there's a billion fan fictions of just an ex stormtrooper becoming
Yeah,
Jedi. That goes to show it's just a cool
he doesn't
idea.
even become Jedi, or he doesn't
No, they
like
tease
nothing
him,
happens.
and then you hear what Boyega said behind the scenes.
Yeah,
That's
he's had a
poor
rough
guy,
go,
poor
but he
fella.
said he's willing to come back. So I'm sure if we gave
Oh,
him
good
$100
on
million,
him, man.
he would come back. Yeah, well, I mean, good on him, but I'm sure it's just
Because
money.
that Star Wars fan base is very vitriolic.
I think the
You
Star
saw
Wars
what?
fan base likes him though. Like everybody kind of
That's good.
defends Finn
Because
because
I know
it's not
Ahmed
his
Jar Jar
fault.
got a lot of shit.
Yeah,
The
and
kid
now
got a
everybody
lot of shit.
loves Ahmed. He was back in The
Yeah,
Mandalorian. Did you see that?
I didn't.
Yeah,
Shout out, dude. Happy for
he
him.
played like a Jedi that saved Grogu. Spoilers for The Mandalorian.
Nice. Nice, bro. Happy for him.
Yeah,
Happy. I'm
and then
happy
he
the fan
turned to the
base went
camera and he said, "Pizza
vitriolic.
Jar Jar Binks."
Yeah. Fucking Jar Jar, dude. That's crazy.
Uh,
But we're here to talk about the origins of Star Wars.
which is
Dune.
Dune Part 2.
Dune. There would be no
Just-
Star Wars without Dune.
That's true. There'd be no science fiction without Dune. Well, no,
Dune
that's
kind
not
of
true. But
started sci-fi.
Dune
I
made
love
sci-fi
Dune.
what it is in a way.
I absolutely love Dune. I watched this trailer like 5 times last night. I'm so hyped, bro.
So
This is gonna
I
be
haven't actually seen the whole trailer. I've only seen
ooh,
snippets.
ooh,
So this will be
ooh,
a
ooh,
true live react.
ooh, hell yeah. Do you want
Yeah.
me to just play through it first or pause it or
Whatever you're feeling, if you wanna, yeah, whatever we're feeling, I think.
I think we can just blow through it first, just to
Okay.
let it wash over us.
Okay.
Because the sound design is just fucking
With
immaculate.
like no speaking over, just like let it play.
Fuck it. Well, we can
Fuck
talk
it.
over it. We can talk over it.
Okay. Yeah.
Just so it's transformative a little bit. I don't know if
Not
the
at all
audio of
transformative
this
media.
I don't know if the audio will be picked up in the recording, but
Hopefully. I think it's coming through you, so
let's watch it. Ah, fuck it is.
I wish George Lucas wrote this.
Right?
Hates sand.
Oh man. Zendaya's gonna be in this one, you guys. Get hyped.
For a little bit longer.
I love that shot. God damn. Oh, fuck yeah.
The sound. Rip.
Oh, dude.
I would want to marry him.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I
Oh,
love that.
bro. Oh, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Still
That's
not
sick.
crazy about the eyes.
The blue eyes?
Yeah, they need to be darker.
Yeah, more
They need they,
extreme.
they need to be like unhuman almost.
Hmm.
Alien.
Yeah. Yeah, the whites are still, I think, too white.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah, that's sick.
It's a line from the book.
Haha.
Dude. Oh, bro. I'm gonna be fucking I'm gonna
You're
be
gonna be one
jerking
of
off
these
in the
the
theater,
Fremen
bro.
that you're
Yeah.
cheering. Yeah.
Gonna stand up. Oh, dude.
Well, it's black and
Fuck.
white.
I know. It's so sick, bro. God damn. Dude.
Oh yeah,
Goddamn.
that looks sick.
Hell yeah,
How long do
bro.
you think that movie's gonna be?
Hopefully 3.5 hours,
I
bro.
feel like it might be.
I just want all the Dune just injected in my veins, bro.
Yeah.
Goddamn. That is so sick. Where to even begin? You know?
I don't
Like
know. Do you think they showed like
fucking
almost all of Florence Pugh's
no,
scenes
dude.
though? Because she's not
Oh, well,
really in
her. Yeah.
the
No.
book too
She's
much.
doing the narration though. That's cool.
That is interesting.
That's a cool way to like bring her back into it.
Hmm. But I think Zendaya
Give her more
did
screen time.
narration for the trailer for the first one too, when she was
Oh,
in.
yeah. Just fuck, man.
That's beautiful.
It is. Are you Trey? How, how you feel about these line deliveries here?
Well,
Is that working? I think it
it's a
sort of
hard
works.
character to play where
Yeah,
it's
because
like
it's a different
naive,
culture. It's a new
yeah,
culture, right? Naive,
but
kind
also
of.
very confident, right? Like it's
Yeah, she's got that Fremen confidence, but you're also
yeah,
like concubine to the Messiah, so
exactly.
it's an interesting role right there. God damn, dude, I'm so happy to
Excited
be
to see
back
how
in the desert.
Zendaya
Like this shot is
captures that.
so cool, bro. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know
a
why.
very cool tracking shot.
Yeah, damn. She looks
Princess.
like royalty. She looks like
Oh yeah,
space royalty that's been eugenically made after 100 years
yeah.
or 100 million
I'm kind of
years.
sad we didn't see Christopher Walken in this trailer at all though.
I completely forgot he's even in this
He's the
movie.
Emperor.
So that yeah, that gets me so excited because there's so much we haven't seen. We haven't seen the Emperor. We
The
haven't seen
navigators,
Alia, navigators. We haven't even
because
seen
we're definitely
the
gonna see
Fen
some
rings.
navigators.
Yeah,
I'm
bro, it's
curious.
gonna be so sick. I wonder if the Fen rings are gonna be in this. They are pretty small part.
Yeah,
Damn, look at
I
there's
don't know.
something
Maybe it'll
spinning
be a
in the back of
5 hour
this
movie. They'll
helmet.
just do everything.
There's a spinny bit in the back of this guy's helmet I never noticed.
Oh yeah,
Spinning.
it's like a fan
Nice.
probably, right? Like
That's cool. Rip Leto. Ah, Jessica.
Jessica.
Love her.
How do you think they're gonna do Alia?
Ooh, fuck, man, it's tough.
Talking
CGI.
baby. Do you think they'll like age her up a little bit?
They could, but I don't know. I like the creepiness. I really hope they can do the actual age she is in the book. Toddler, just creepy, terrifying toddler. I think that'd be so sick, especially after watching The Brood, which has some scary kid action. David
Mm,
Cronenberg's. It's
yeah.
cool. We see smuggler Josh Brolin here.
Yep.
He is barely in the first film, so I'm very hyped for him to make a comeback.
That's true.
Just fucking roughed up.
Yep.
And dude, this black and white bit, I'm hyped for it. It's
Elvis.
the duel
Elvis.
between Elvis and the slave.
Yep.
I think they're actually choosing one of the background Atreides lieutenants from the first film for the duel. Because in the book it's
Okay,
like an
that's cool.
unnamed
Yeah, it's
Atreides
just
prisoner,
yeah.
but in the first film there's this like Asian guy who is a lieutenant, who I believe will be the guy here, which will be really cool.
That would be
And I
cool.
love the black and white. That I'm all about that. That's so cool. But
Why do you think they made that choice?
I think because it's like in the Harkonnen like slave pits, gladiatory fights.
Okay.
I think it definitely fits the vibe.
I
Um,
agree. It's
it might
interesting
be a
where
flashback as well in the thing. I don't know. It's cool as fuck though. Are you crazy about the
afraid
no hair fade though?
I like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
I know
because I
I think
always I always like
last
the idea of
episode
them. Go
we were
ahead.
talking about him looking like Sting. But I do like this look.
He looks
He looks like a
creepy,
killer.
man. He does. Austin Butler does look like a killer,
Yeah.
just normally.
He doesn't look too bad bald either.
Oh, and I'm hyped for him or Dave, dude. He's barely in it.
There's
I
gonna be a
love
lot
the
of
fit.
Dave, right? Because he's
I love the fit.
yeah. He's
I
got
love
huge
that
ears.
shot. I never noticed that. He
Look at them.
does.
They're huge.
Fuck, man. Denis Villeneuve regular.
Yep. That's
Dave
true.
Bautista. And dude, I'm so hyped. He's like quickly becoming one of my favorite villains. I love him so much.
Yep.
Baron
Baron.
Harkonnen. I love Stellan. He's one of my favorite actors, I think.
I agree. I was watching Good Will Hunting last night, and he's great in that.
It's my girl. It's Leia.
Who is she playing?
She's playing the Fenring. Margaret Fenring, I believe her name is.
Okay, remind me of what her character is. I haven't read Dune in a
They're
while.
not in it much. Fenring is the counselor of the Emperor.
Oh,
And he's
okay.
like that little Weasley guy, and he ends up being revealed that he's a failed Kwisatz Haderach. He's a eunuch,
Yeah,
can continue his line,
but
and he doesn't fight Paul at the end.
okay, right.
And I think her and Fade might have a child for the Order, the Ben Gesserit, or it's
Oh,
planned to. She's so
okay.
beautiful though. Goddamn,
Yep.
love her. Ooh, the Water of Life, dude.
Yep. I
Excited.
love that mask in the background.
Yeah,
Kind of
dude.
reminds me of Donnie Darko. I don't know
Mm,
why. Gives me
yeah.
Donnie Darko vibes.
Kind of way it's textured, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cool though. Really excited to see how they do the spice orgy. This
Hmm.
is very orange. So I think
Very orange.
maybe a
I love how
filter
the
over
whole
that.
movie has different color palettes too, though.
Yeah,
Like it's
love that. It reminds me of Mad Max
yeah,
Fury
exactly.
Road. Oh,
He
God,
looks
he's
like Flea
creepy.
here. Uh, does he look like Flea to you?
Flea.
Do you know?
Who's Flea?
He's. I'll send a picture, but he's the bassist for the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, yeah, no idea.
Have you
I was
seen?
thinking Gollum.
Oh yeah, Gollum a bit. Have you seen? Uh, what am I thinking of? I Back to the Future 2. Have you seen Back to the
Forever
Future 2?
ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Creepy
Anyway,
little
I think
guy.
he looks like Flea.
He looks like Flea Critter Nash.
Yeah.
Flea or Gollum. Mix it.
Yeah.
Mix of them. Oh, it's gonna be good though. Oh, my favorite shot.
Is this Jessica
It is Jessica.
giving
My
birth,
favorite shot. My favorite
spiced out
shot.
of her fucking mind?
Yeah. Oh, dude, this whole sequence is incredible. You know this sequence is gonna go so hard.
Yeah.
Oh, just the visuals, man.
Javier Bardem, he'll be in the movie.
He's gonna be in it, you guys. It's hype. There's so many characters who are finally.
Yeah.
Oh, this just looks unreal, doesn't it? Like,
Yep.
fuck. This is, guys, even if you could not care about Dune or the Atreides or the Harkonnens or any of the lore, just watch it for the visuals, you guys. It's gonna be unreal.
And the giant sandworms.
Everyone loves a good sandworm, bro. And the music,
Everybody does.
I can't believe the Dune soundtrack didn't get as much hype as it should have. Like
It was
I
your
even saw
most
some
listened
people
to
say
soundtrack or like
it
music,
was.
right? Yeah.
Some people are even saying it's generic action, which is crazy to me.
Yeah, it's definitely not. I don't know that I've ever heard a Hans Zimmer score that sounds generic. Like they all sound very different.
This is gonna be my face watching the entire movie, bro. Just
Just
in
amazed.
disbelief. Just disbelief.
You should get blue eye contacts and everything to
Yeah.
just complete the look.
Oh, love Javier. We need audio for this bit because it gives me goosebumps. This drop. That's so badass, dude.
Yeah.
Goddamn. With all those ornithopters coming in, and just that Hans Zimmer's going crazy. Oof.
Do you think they'll? Because they repeated the Bene Gesserit one. I think maybe a little bit too much in the first movie.
Yeah,
Will there be a similar
little
kind
too
of like
much.
theme that's like repeated like a billion times in this one? Do you
I could
think?
see it being the one we just heard.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah.
It's a bit of the Batman issue where you have that one like amazing drop and you just use it over and over again. Like in the newest
Hmm.
Batman, the do boom. And it's
Oh, right,
great,
right. Yeah. All I was thinking of was the '80s Batman. It's like
but
the
you
Danny
can't
Elfman drop.
overuse that.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, it's black and white. Look at loving the costumes.
That is
Star Wars
great.
ain't got nothing on costumes
I was gonna say it
in
kind
this
of reminds me of
franchise.
Star Wars.
It does. Some more Zendaya action. Long
They're
live the
kissing.
fighters, bro.
I thought it was going to say "Long live the Muad'Dib,"
Oh,
but if fighters
I
is more
did not.
appropriate.
It's interesting. I wonder how big this subplot's going to be if it gets a whole
Shot.
a scene in the
Yeah,
film. That's interesting because yeah,
it's more implied in the book.
not even too big in the book because you read the book a bit ago, right?
Yeah, I think the last time I read it was like summer 2020, like before the
Yeah,
movie came out.
you don't even remember this bit, so
No,
that shows how small the arc is. It's
there's a lot that
interesting.
happens in Dune.
It's true. Oh, bro, that's not hope, dude. That is not hope. I love this though. This gives me
Yeah, this
god damn
huge
boy.
crowd.
Oh, bro,
Karate Kid vibes.
Karate Kid vibes. That's gonna be an insane duel. May thy nif chip and shatter. I will say, I don't know, man. I'm still not completely sold on Timothy though.
I think he's a
I
very.
don't know.
I think he has the right look for Paul
He
personally.
does.
Like you can. I could understand like Timothy Chalamet thinking that he's like Jesus and like just fully embracing it. You know, he's got that
Okay.
look.
You just gotta tap into Timothy's genuine beliefs about himself.
Well, no,
He
just
can
like the way
play
he
the
looks is
Messiah.
like
No, I agree.
it lends
He
to
has that
that.
vibe.
Yeah,
But does he have the acting capabilities to be terrifying space Hitler? I hope so. He has naive like kid in the desert vibes, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see though.
yeah. Do you think they'd wait before making Messiah? Like,
Yeah, Danae said he's gonna do that before. He said he's gonna do these two, take like 5, 10 years off, and then do the next one. Which, hey, it pains me, but I'm all here for it, bro.
yeah, because I want to see an older Timothy.
Hmm. We
Wonder
could
what
watch
he'll look
this.
like when he's older.
How Nope tricks your ears.
Movie.
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Never
Dune though.
watching Nope again.
So good,
Why
you
the
guys.
Batman sound is different?
Oh, was it different?
I don't know. It says right there on your
Why everything
suggested
everywhere all at once hits so hard?
because it
Okay.
a lot is happening.
The real Dune.
Do you think that's just? Oh no, you've watched it. Okay, I was wondering if it was Jodorowsky's Dune.
No, it's just breaking down Dune. It's good though.
Yeah,
Steven Spielberg's Living Hell, 2 films 1 year. Yeah, Jurassic Park, Schindler's List in 1 year.
that is
That
crazy.
right? If any,
He makes a
okay,
movie like a year though. He's made that like pretty consistently.
up and
Like
coming cinephiles like to shit on Steven Spielberg because he's like your dad's favorite director. But Steven Spielberg's the goat, you guys. Come on, he is the
just the
goat.
amount of films he like of incredible films he's made is insane. Like
Yeah,
it's crazy.
fuck.
He made
Nope is
Schindler's
Jordan.
List and Jurassic Park in the same year.
Yeah,
Let's just let that
th-
sink in.
just let
Like
that town wash over you. But
like those
come
movies could
on,
not be more different. Like
yeah,
and they're both like the best of their respective genres, right? Like
I'll agree with this.
yeah, incredible.
It is a
Better Call
miracle.
Saul, an unprecedented miracle. Miracle.
I'd actually agree with that wording. In praise of subtle performance.
I only like yelling.
Mm,
If I
okay.
don't know they're acting,
Ari Aster does do family horror. That's interesting. All his movies are family horror. I'm just
yeah,
realizing.
you're just
Okay.
realizing that.
Yeah. Fuck.
We just had
Okay.
a whole discussion. Yeah.
Um. So that's Ethan's YouTube recommended feed.
Yeah.
Yay.
Great stuff on there.
Yeah. A wonderful YouTube recommended feed. And Dune, just gonna change the world, you guys. Just let it change the world.
Just let
It's
it.
gonna be great.
It better be. No,
That's
it
the
will
end of the
be.
Dune hour, you guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time
I'm very
in the Dune
excited
hour.
for them to do Messiah. I'm more excited for
Dude,
Messiah than part
yeah,
two,
me
even.
too.
Like,
Messiah is everything. Messiah makes it out, makes
I
it,
just
bro.
want to see how they could do that. It's just like talking. It's just people
I
talking.
know, I know. It's
What are they gonna
awesome. There's so
do?
much political intrigue.
Yeah.
Just fucking Paul brooding. It's awesome.
Uh,
I love it.
children
We're out of the
dying.
Dune hour now. We're out of the Dune hour.
We're out of Dune hour. Okay. No more Dune talk.
Now we're into the top of the show.
Top of the show. I do have some business to bring up top of the show.
Okay.
In the last episode, I was putting together the credits, and I asked Ethan how to spell Keegan's name, and I misspelled it because I was
Yeah.
impatient and didn't wait for Ethan's response.
Yeah.
So I'm very sorry, Keegan.
That's a big loss right
with
there.
one
We might have just lost him right there.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's the crux of the Keegan debate way back in the day when you were in the bathroom.
Yeah. So I never
Forever
got to
ago.
listen to that episode.
It's like in Community, the Dice episode. It's like
all the different
timelines.
possibilities.
We rolled wrong here, you guys. We lost Keegan.
We're in the dark timeline. It feels empty without Keegan, honestly.
We're in the dark timeline, but we still get Dune Part 2 in theaters October 19th.
Which, thank God for that, honestly.
Fast and Furious in 2 weeks. I'm pretty excited for that. I'm a big Fast head.
FX, right?
FX. I love it. Family.
Yeah. It looks
See that May 19th.
Full. It looks like a very full movie.
More the merrier. The more muscly dudes, the merrier. In theaters May 19th. Speaking of May 19th, I got that day off, so that's a big win.
Oh, let's go.
Big win, guys.
Yeah. So you guys are going to be coming down.
Yeah. Just doing some films.
Yeah.
Doing some films.
Our 48-hour film project.
Yeah.
We rented the equipment for a couple of days. And the original cost was going to be like $500. It's crazy. Like, film equipment is expensive, man. We got a membership rate, but it's like $150.
How does that work?
Total
membership rate.
Because we got it through Fava. Shout out Fava.
Do we get a membership because of our school or just?
I was thinking that probably, but my friend has a membership, so
okay, that's dope.
We're just doing it under their name. Makes it easy.
Dope. Big win.
Yeah.
We got like C-stands and lights.
We have lights, and they come with their own kind of stands. They're not C-stands. And then we have a camera, a boom, a recorder, boom pole. I think maybe that's it. We kind of just got bare bones. Yeah.
Is your friend on Letterboxd under the name David?
No. I don't know who that David guy is, but he follows everybody. He's great.
He just started following me. I'm like, this is for sure one of Sam's friends.
They follow me and a lot of my friends. I just followed David on Instagram.
His description's something about University.
U of A.
Yeah, U of A, which I think you went there, right?
I did go there. So
I'm
maybe,
like, okay.
I just found him on Instagram. So I followed him on Instagram, but yeah, I didn't know who he was.
David.
He likes all of my reviews.
Damn.
It's great.
I need more people like that.
And then he also, like, when it's a movie that I like, he throws it on his watch list. That's when I feel good. That's when I feel good.
I need fucking dedicated little followers like that.
Well, now you got David, and he's great.
Hopefully he will bring that for me, because that'd be a big self-esteem boost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out David, you guys.
Shout out.
Good guy.
I would like to talk to him one day, because he's got some good film.
Get him on the pod.
Opinions.
Get him on the pod. We're getting him on the pod.
I could text him. I don't know who he is, but
yeah, we're getting him on the pod. That'd be funny. Top of the show.
Seen this movie.
I
literally just followed him yesterday, so this will be great. It's good timing.
Really? Damn.
Yeah.
He just followed me yesterday as well.
No, I mean like on Instagram, so I can actually talk to him.
I'm gonna shout out his Letterboxd here. Feeling generous.
Okay.
David. It doesn't go more specific than that on Letterboxd.
That is a damn shame.
Shout out David, whose favorite films are Heat, Nashville, The Apartment, and Tree of Life.
Okay, I can put in here's the link to his Letterboxd, because we don't know what his actual one is, but it's boxed.it/44bgn. If you follow that link, you'll get to his Letterboxd.
So he should see an influx of followers here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to message him because I feel Like I don't know him.
Yeah. Hey,
Just
bro,
out of the
come
blue.
on the pod.
I feel like he
Maybe
would. You
I'm
know?
gonna I might interact with him, like some of his reviews, maybe drop a few comments, get that going, and
Yeah.
we'll get our boy David on. The
Let's do it.
elusive David.
The elusive David. Truly elusive. One
That's
of
our
my
white whale
first.
right now.
Yeah, he's my dream guest.
Yeah, dream guest,
He just
David.
watched A Man Escaped, so
Fuck yeah, dude.
we
This
can
guy's
talk
a
about that.
cinephile.
He is. He
Hell
is.
yeah. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
But yeah. I have 2 topics for the top of the show.
Okay. I also have another topic, but you can go ahead with your
Do you
first one.
want a quail story first or a
Uh,
conspiracy theory first?
let's do the conspiracy theory first. I'm not ready for
Okay.
another quail story.
Yeah, I forgot I've had a long history with quails. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Conspiracy. Conspiracy. We all love a good conspiracy, except me. This conspiracy made me mad.
Okay.
So, we're all familiar with the great filmmaker Edward Muybridge.
I am not.
He is the famous director of The Horse Galloping.
Ah, of course. Of course.
Yes, made a big
Yes.
shout out in Nope.
Yep.
He was very famous for this photography where he'd take photos of animals running across on plates and put them together to make the very first
Film,
rudimentary films. A pioneer.
if
And
you will.
David's seen this film. Shout out.
Shout out.
David's seen Sally Gardner at Gallop. Well, I was looking through Edward Muybridge's account, and I was watching all his films. You may have seen that the other day. I
Yes, I
was
did.
just binging all of them because they're beautiful. They're so funny. He has one called A Capybara Walking. He has one that's insane about a skeleton horse running,
What?
a
How did he do
buffalo
that?
running. He has one that was just like a 400-pound woman like trying to get up. It's awesome. He's a wonderful filmmaker.
I didn't
And
know
the
he
other day,
directed What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And the other day, I went on his letterbox to maybe get some more, right? Watch some more.
Hmm.
And I checked, and they're all gone.
They removed
They're
his.
they're all gone, dude, except
What?
for the horse one and the kiss. All of them gone.
What happened?
This is a goddamn conspiracy, Sam. They put the hit out on him.
What?
They
What?
put the hit out on my boy.
Are
Now,
they trying to erase history? What's
I
going on
think they
here?
might be. Well, I did a deep dive and I checked in with some contacts over at reddit.com/letterboxd, and I stumbled onto a massive conspiracy. So, Letterbox gets its film information from TMDB, the movie
Yes.
database.
Yes.
And the movie database is very indiscriminate. And it will just if it gets updated information, it'll just clear house on some films. Just get rid
Okay.
of them. And Letterbox isn't
Just follows
indiscriminate.
that.
It
Yeah.
just follows like a fucking dog with its master.
God damn. Like fucking lemmings jumping off a cliff.
Yeah. And the reason some people put forward that Edward here probably was targeted is that most of the films on there were in their plate form. So they weren't assembled films. They were
Oh.
just the series
Wait.
of images,
Yeah.
which I don't know,
It
man.
begs the question, like, what is a film? Is it
What is a film?
because when you have, if you were to have just a film print of a movie, like that's just
Hmm.
a series of images as well. Really,
Yeah, it's it's
it's
frustrating.
interesting. That is very frustrating.
There's a big community of people being like, my entire catalogs have been getting dropped because Letterbox, they'll just get rid of it. No communication, no
Yeah.
transparency, just
Yeah.
mass delete. And it's not the biggest issue, but it's also, dude, Capybara Walking, that one was awesome. I loved that film.
Yeah. And now
Friggin' the
nobody will
Buffalo
know it
one.
exists.
I would have never came across those films if they weren't on Letterbox, you know?
Yeah.
Now they're gone. And
It's
I don't know.
ridiculous.
That doesn't sit well with me. And it's not just Edward being targeted. You know who else was targeted?
Who?
David Lynch. The short films of
What?
David Lynch got
I
targeted.
just watched a short film of David Lynch.
Was it Absurda? Because good
No,
luck
I
trying to log
watched.
that.
Oh my god, I watched Six Men Getting Sick.
Nice. That sounds
It was
very
terrible.
Lynch.
It was great, but it was just like hard to watch.
Look at that image I sent in. Look how sad Edward looks. Edward Mewbridge. And such a cool name.
It is.
Edward Mewbridge. He looks
You
so
were
sad. He was looking into the future,
where his
seeing his
films are no
legacy.
longer on Letterboxd.
Right?
That
And
is so
also,
sad.
my boy David F. Sandberg, director of Shazam Fury of the Gods, has also been targeted. His hit film, Flipping You Off for 4 Hours, How I Originally Made Contact with My Boy, that got purged by Letterboxd mods
What?
too. Yeah, bro. It's a friggin' conspiracy.
Why are they
That's all I have
targeting
to
you?
say. I don't know why they're targeting me, but uh, it's frustrating. But
Yeah,
what are you
you'd
gonna do?
think that because you're a patron, they would just let you
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
log any movie ever, right? Like you could just submit a
Not
movie.
true though. Not true.
Have you looked into getting a film onto the movie
I
database or
have.
whatever?
I have.
Okay.
And it's not too impossible. Just the level I was doing it back when I checked was impossible because I was still in high school. I was
Mm.
doing high school films,
Should
but
we
a
get our
few of
48
our
hour
we very well could because a few
because
of
it's gonna
our
play in a festival.
dude, yeah, we for sure could.
That'd be
We're
sick.
using actual equipment because here, what films was it? It was Paper Caper and Answers, two films produced from RDP,
Yeah,
are on Letterboxd, which is awesome.
that's sick.
And
And
cast and
it's
crew have like profiles. Sick, man.
oh, if we get a profile on Letterboxd,
I know
oh,
that's
oh
like
my
that's such
god,
a leg ahead in my film journey, dude.
that'd be
I'd like to
crazy.
I'd look at that every night. Yeah.
Just to see your name.
So
Yeah.
everybody stand against Letterboxd.
Um,
Choose Edward
choose
next time.
IMDb.
Yeah.
Everybody, let's all
You
switch
know,
to IMDb and rate
for
movies
some
on
reason,
there.
I was an IMDb absolutist for years. I don't know why. I would like log everything on there. I'd be like, nah, bro, fuck
Did you have
Letterbox.
IMDb Pro?
I didn't.
Okay,
And then I
that's good.
tried Letterbox once, and I'm like, oh,
This is
it's just
significant. It's so much better.
just it's like designed as a U with a UI in mind, you know?
Yeah. I just wish Letterboxd was easier to find other people. It's
Yeah.
very hard. You have
Hmm.
to like know their exact username
Yeah.
and then know where to find it.
And I also wish they didn't fuck me and Edward.
No, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I won't stand
Speaking
for it.
of speaking of David Lynch, though, I just watched another episode of Twin Peaks. It's getting weird. It's
Is
getting
David
weird,
Bowie
bro.
in it yet?
No, but he just went into a room with the short fella and Laura Palmer. So in his dreams, I must
Yeah,
add.
in his dream.
Yeah,
You met
it was
Laura
weird.
Palmer's like cousin slash twin.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's a little confusing.
And I'm only
Just a
three
little bit.
episodes in.
You're
It's
only three. You're only three in.
yeah,
It's been a while.
yeah.
I
It's
think
fun though.
I I probably watched the first three episodes like 10 times before really committing. And
Mm,
only in like the fall semester I was able to finish the first season. I still
okay.
haven't watched season 2, but I
I'll
think
let you know
it
when I
starts to pick
finish.
up. Like the mystery becomes more like interesting and just
Yeah,
everything gets like crazy.
you should watch it alongside me though. That'd be
I
fun. I'll
should,
tell you
because
when I'm
then we can actually
done
talk
season
about it.
one.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. I might
it'll
actually
be
rewatch season 1 as well because it's been a while.
oh,
Well, not a
it's
while,
a
but
it's an interesting one.
yeah.
So yeah, you have a
This will
topic?
be
I'll
a
let you
Twin
go
Peaks podcast. Well,
before
my
I
topic is like not super interesting, but I just wanted to talk about
hit
Subway
on me.
for a second.
Oh, dude,
Um,
you know I'm always down to talk Subway.
yeah. So I went to a Subway in St. Albert, and
Okay.
they have a new type of cheese. And so normally
Mm,
I always get like the exact same order at Subway because it's
yeah.
like everybody does. But I tried this new cheese. It was like a pepper jack, which is I normally like pepper jack
Okay.
cheese,
Yeah.
but it elevated my sub like so much. It made it
Oh,
so much better.
Get out.
I know. Like it,
Is it
I
like
didn't think
a
it would be
little
like
spiced?
noticeable. Yeah, it's like a little spicy. It's very good. So
Okay.
anyway,
I'm
shout
not
out
I'm not
Subway.
crazy about spicy, but I might have to try that.
It's not like super intense, but it's just, like it's a little
More
kick.
flavorful.
And also, like, I get all the veggies on my Subway order,
I
so normally
know.
it's like packed. But the
It's
person
crazy.
in the St. Albert Subway I went to like really didn't put that much on, and
Mm,
it helped the sub so much. Like the
not
fact that it
having
wasn't
everything.
like overloaded,
Okay.
just with like an insane amount of stuff. It was the perfect sub. I just wanted to say that I had the
So
perfect sub.
maybe you're rethinking your all veggies order, or maybe you'll go like
No,
light veggies.
yeah, I'll say light vet. I'll get all veggies light. I think
Nice,
that's the
dude.
way to go. That's the perfect way.
My arc with Subway is eventually getting up to all veggies, growing out of my adolescent like picky eating
Yeah,
days, and just getting all the veggies. I'm
all the
slowly getting there,
veggies.
one veggie at a time.
Yeah. Well, once you get to the like spicy peppers and stuff, I'm excited. I really hope I'm there to see you eat like a
uh,
jalapeno.
yeah, it's tough. It's tough, but one
You've
day,
Yeah, you said you've almost done the one chip challenge, right?
almost.
That would have been
And
insane.
I would have been. My friend still wants to do it, so hold
I want
hold
to do
tight.
it. I think
Yeah,
I'd throw up, but I think it'd be fun.
I think I would maybe pass away.
We should do it live. We should do it. We should start a live stream like on YouTube, and we'll
Live one chip, maybe for a
live
hundred
one chip
subs.
for 100. You heard that? Everybody subscribe, and we'll eat the one chip.
100 subs, one chip challenge is going
Yeah,
down, guys. It's
that's gonna be
locked
the
in.
special episode.
Wait, what are we at right now?
12.
12.
Yeah,
So
so we
we're
got a while to go.
yeah, but
But
we're
I'm sure
10% there,
David will
12%
subscribe,
there.
or maybe David's already subscribed.
Dude, he's our like
Just
you
like
know how they have
there.
the Saudi benefactor on each
Yeah,
stream?
exactly.
That's
Yeah,
my hope for David, that he's
yeah.
loaded. Just gives
Even
us
though he's
money.
a university student. I
Yeah,
love how much we've
that's
talked
true.
about David, this person that neither of us know.
No, it's setting up the lore for when he eventually treats us in person.
Hmm.
Maybe as like our best man at our weddings.
Yeah,
One day.
he's already my best man. I know that.
Yeah, I just know he's that chill.
Yeah,
That's it.
I just love that
Okay,
guy.
let's get on to the quail story, bro. It's not as
Yeah.
bad as my
Okay,
past quail story. So I was talking to
that's
Keegan
good.
with one E, and I was telling him, "Hey, you gotta watch Critterpit, man. I tell a pretty crazy whale story." And he's like, "Oh, is this the one from when we were camping?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, I
You've
completely
another quail
forgot
story.
about my altercations with quails in the past." So last summer, me and my friends went on a 6-day backpacking trip, right?
Yep.
And it was the fifth day, and it was a pretty rough day. We just been marching for hours. Um, People were getting upset with each other, and somehow we skipped our last camping spot and like went onto the trail that we were gonna do the next day on the last day. So we already like fucked up, right? It was a bad vibe. We all just like collapsed and weren't talking to each other for like an
Yeah.
hour just eating. And
Yep.
I went out to
Silent.
pee, right? Because like, oh, I can't
Did you
be over
pee
there.
on a quail?
I peed on a quail.
Oh my god.
I
How
didn't
did
mean to, but like I was just peeing and I saw a few quails in the distance. I'm like, oh, cute. And I look down and I'm just drenching this poor animal. It's just sitting there frozen, just getting
you
drenched in
waterboarded
pee.
a quail?
Yeah, and I like scared myself. I like fucking stumbled back,
Yeah.
And I'm like, and it still didn't move. This poor thing, dude. Like I could have stopped its heart. I didn't see it move at all for the rest of the time we
Oh,
were at that camp. But
you
I
peed on a
started
dead quail.
I started hysterically laughing, and that lifted the vibes of the trip
Yeah.
because we all came together in that moment of in our second act low point to laugh at how I peed on a quail. So
Yeah.
so
You
story
helped enter
quails.
the third act. Sorry,
Yeah.
quails, but also
So now
some good
I
stories.
I have a troubled history with quails, I suppose. I don't know why. Um
You do have quite an interesting history with quails. Just
yeah. Neither
to
time was out of my malevolence. Both times I was an accessory to the crime.
That's
Well,
true.
the first time, would
No,
that be
I
like manslaughter, sort of? Because it's like, well, the quail didn't die in the piss
it's
story.
weird. It's like yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's manslaughter. I think you're just an accessory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt bad, but it was pretty funny.
It is very funny.
You think the thing would
Have you done
move?
anything with that footage yet?
No, I've been too scared to even look at it. And like Mike keeps asking me, like, "Where's that edit, Ethan?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Dude, I can't do it."
Yeah.
And
Oh,
they're like,
sorry, go ahead.
"Hmm." Well, I was just saying, I just have a guilty conscience. I keep seeing the quail in my dreams. It's like it's haunting me,
Quail
like
you killed.
Christopher in The Sopranos.
The
With his first
Sopranos.
kill is a hit
Um,
gone wrong.
yeah.
But we
Rip.
love quails at Critterpit.
We love quails. We would never
We
hurt a
are
quail. Even though
not.
Ethan's a quail serial killer, I would never hurt a quail.
We are not. Do no one tell PETA. We do not
No
stand with
one
animal
tell PETA.
cruelty. We are
No, we
against
do
animal
not.
cruelty. Against animal cruelty.
I'm absolutely against animal cruelty.
But here's our tagline: against animal cruelty, but accidental animal cruelty does happen.
Yes.
I think I can live with
And
that,
it's happened to Ethan twice, but that's okay.
but that's okay. Fuck.
God damn it.
God damn
Um,
it, dude.
I was gonna say, I know that you said you're like for Adobe, you had like a subscription kind of going, and then
Mm,
the payment stopped going through or whatever. But you
mm.
like, are you still able to use those apps?
Adobe?
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Okay, I am. Like my payment has
Oh,
stopped going through, and
maybe I am then.
it hasn't kicked me out. Like I can
Here,
still I just press X
let
to the
me.
payment, and then I can still use everything.
Um, it says I try to boot up Adobe Premiere Pro, and it says unsupported video driver. What?
Well, that sounds like a different problem.
Yeah, interesting. Still getting the loading screen for Premiere though, so maybe that'll boot up in the background.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because I don't know. For some reason, it works for me.
I've heard Adobe's like very um. Oh yeah, I tried booting up the app and it's immediately did the let's get you Premiere Pro plan.
Yeah, no, it's fully working for me still, and my subscription expired, I think, like a week ago.
Oh, you can get like subscription to just one like part of Adobe. You can just get a
No,
subscription to Premiere.
I wish that was a thing, but I'm just not paying for it, and I can still access everything.
It just said popped up a thing like let's get you a Premiere plan. It was only $13.99 a month.
That's still a lot. For
It is.
it's not that bad, but it's like I just want to pay for it all at once, you know.
Yeah, man. That's why DaVinci's kind of nice. It's a pay for all at once thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I'm a
it's like
DaVinci man.
$400.
I'm a DaVinci man, I believe.
I think I'm gonna
At
have
this
to be a
point.
Da Vinci man.
Yeah, bro. Ain't no way got that Adobe money.
No, and also my friend Gabe, who we're gonna be making that movie with, already has
Mm.
Da Vinci Pro, so
Oh, there
we'll
you
be
go.
editing
Big
probably
one.
on their computer.
Is this a film student?
Kind of. He took like film studies courses at the U
Mm-hmm.
of A, but then Gabe decided to drop out, and then like uh, they've been telling me that they're thinking about going to Concordia, like in Montreal, to pursue a film
Nice.
studies degree. So that'd be cool. So it's not film production like us; it'd be film studies. But
I was
yeah,
worrying for a second. I thought you were gonna say they're going the Aiden route, just getting the
no,
skills and dropping.
no, not at all. I think there's a
Shout out
variety of reasons
Concordia.
to drop out of school, but
I think I was looking
yeah,
at Concordia
in
before.
Montreal, yeah.
Yeah, but then I'm like, I have to learn French. Probably
I don't
not.
think you would have to learn French. I think you'd be okay.
No?
Montreal is a
Okay.
very English city.
Oh wait, I was looking at a Quebec school. Never mind.
Yeah, it's in Quebec.
Wait, it is?
Yeah,
What? Fuck, I'm not good at Canadian geography. I'm exposing myself
Montreal's
right
in
now.
Montreal's in Quebec.
What the fuck?
My God, we just lost like all of our Quebecois fans.
What's the capital of Canada? Is it Ottawa?
Yeah,
Okay.
which is
Oh
like
my god.
half in
What
Quebec,
is?
half in
Yeah.
Ontario.
Wait, where's BC?
BC is right
So
beside us.
west of us?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
west.
interesting.
I'm
Oh, and
glad you're
there's
learning these things.
Ontario.
Do you see Saskatchewan? Because that's where Graham is. That's where Graham
That's
is.
where
You can wave at
Graham is.
Graham is.
Okay, so it goes BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec. Cool. And
Yeah,
Montreal is in Quebec. It's not part of
yeah.
Manitoba.
No, Winnipeg is in Manitoba. Winnipeg's the big city.
So you don't think I would have had to learn French going to Montreal?
No, not in Montreal. You would have been fine.
Okay. Because that's a big reason I didn't apply.
Ah, you should have. Well, no, I'm glad that you stayed at Red Deer, but
Yeah,
Montreal would have been cooler.
Red Deer's pretty. It would have been, but Red Deer gets the job done.
Critterpit would have been insane because there would have been like a billion super pretentious,
Oh
art
yeah,
people. I'm sure
I
that
know. I would have
all of
thrived.
the all of the like Montreal film students would have seen like every Criterion release.
Oh, I
Just
would have
feels like it'd be
thrived.
that vibe.
They'd
Yeah,
eat me for dinner though, but
I know, but
I'd
it would be
love it.
nice. Yeah, you'd
Love
learn
it.
so much. I think.
Just I'm always open to just learning about new films, bro. I came here with an
Me
open
too.
mind to learn new films, and that's what we're doing. Like
We're always learning about new
the new
films.
film Walkabout.
Walkabout.
That's new to both
Neither
of
of us
us.
had seen it. Yeah,
I was not familiar with the director at all, even. Never even heard of him.
me neither.
One
But I saw they
Nicholas
directed
Rogue.
something that I was familiar with.
Was it Performance?
Maybe. Let me just
Because
look at their filmography.
that's the one I'd heard of. Or The Man Who Fell to Earth,
Yes, The Man Who Fell to Earth,
David
the David
Bowie, I
Bowie.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like a really interesting filmography.
Hmm.
What I discovered scrolling through his filmography is found out about the extended Indiana Jones universe. Are you familiar with this?
No. Oh, I'm looking at that right now.
That there's 22 other Indiana Jones movies?
I knew that there was the Adventures of Young Indiana Jones. I didn't know that
Yeah.
there was movies. I thought that there was just a
So
TV show.
it is the TV show, but re-edited into films.
I thought, what's his? Oh no, I'm thinking of yeah. Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Ian
And
McDermott is in this movie.
yeah, it's a crazy cast. Um Harrison Ford is in one of these, I think. It's just and they are like globe trotting, of course, but they're dealing with like historical figures like Sigmund Freud.
Freud.
How do you say Freud? Yeah.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
Carl
Harrison Ford
Jung.
is in one.
It's crazy.
Jeffrey Wright.
Some some great titles in here too. One of them is The Adventures of Young Indiana Jones and The Travels with Father,
I like this one. The Adventures of Young Indiana Jones, The Phantom Train of Doom. It's
or
quite a.
The Adventures of Young Indiana Jones and The Scandal of 1920.
Let's not forget about The Adventures of Young Indiana Jones, Treasure of the Peacock's Eye. Oh,
Or
all
The
of these are.
Adventure of Young Indiana Jones Hollywood Follies, where he meets up with Carl LaMail and John Ford.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Or Young
Um,
Indiana Jones and the Attack of the
I
Hawkmen.
was just gonna say that one. That's incredible. Travels
So
with Father.
that's awesome. And The Passion for Life.
Spring Break Adventure. They have a Spring Break
Nice.
episode.
I like this one though. This one kind of goes hard. The Phantom Train of Doom.
Yes, that does go very hard. Adventures in the Secret Service.
I might have to watch
And
all of
these are
these
all
before
90 minutes long.
I have to watch all these before the Dial of Destiny comes
Yeah,
out.
which turns out to be Indiana Jones like 30, I guess, instead of Indiana
Yeah.
Jones 5.
So that'd be a fun one. Watch all of those. Do a
Yeah,
episode on it. It'd be quite the project, but
that would be. That would take a while, especially if they're all
yeah,
actually 90 minutes.
yeah, it'd be a trip.
Yep.
So Nicholas Rogue, he directed that. He also directed Walkabout.
Walkabout, 1971, I believe.
Yeah. My first question for you is how good is your Australian accent? You got a good one under your belt?
I have a good New Zealand accent, I think. My New Zealand
Okay.
accent almost comes out as like a second personality. Like
Let's hear
I
it.
do the New Zealand accent like I do a character.
Let's hear it.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna do my New Zealand accent. I don't know. This
Oh
is kind
yeah.
of what it sounds like. I don't
That's
think it's
pretty
too
good.
bad. I don't think it's too great, but yeah,
Can
I
you
think
give
it's
me
mostly Taika Waititi
the plot breakdown of Walkabout in that
of
voice?
Walkabout in that voice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's this kind of family. It's two children and a father, and they're dead, and they go out for a picnic out in the middle of the Australian desert, right in the outback, if you will. I'm
Yeah.
losing the accent. I'm losing it, so I'm going to stop doing it. And
Very
yeah, they
good.
go out for a picnic, except it's not a picnic, and the dad starts shooting at the son,
Yeah.
and
Just
and
execute them.
yeah, like
In a
really trying to.
very polite though.
Oh yeah,
Bring
they're all
him
English.
back.
This family is English as well.
Yeah.
Important to point out, they're
Yeah.
not Australian. They're like tourists.
I didn't notice like any
Um,
Australian accents in this. I don't know.
no, I think the only Australian accents I noticed were the like weather balloon people, and then the
Mm.
like the people who were selling those like trinkets, like forcing the
Mm.
Aborigines to work on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the two kids, the dad's car blows up, and the two kids go on a walkabout where they encounter a
Nice.
Aborigine guy who's also on a walkabout, and then they have a whole bunch of
Yeah.
little adventures
Out in the outback.
out in the
On
outback.
on the Bobby.
Yeah,
Um
shrimp on the
I don't,
barbie.
I don't know how to do Australian. They're going on a walkabout. Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. They go on a bit of a walkabout.
They
Yeah,
go on a walkabout and they put the shrimp on the barbie
yeah.
and they throw some boomerangs back and forth. They come
Oh
back
yeah. And then Mad Max comes and
and Mad
he
Max and then
they
Crocodile
drive
Dundee says,
fast
"That's
cars.
not a knife. It's a
It's not a
knife."
knife. Yeah, this is
I
a
have something to
knife.
say about Australian cinema later on, so don't let me forget.
Okay.
But
Why
yeah,
don't you just say it
Walkabout.
now?
Oh, I guess I could. So I was doing some research on Walkabout, and I discovered this film called Terror Nullius, which is like this re-editing of all famous Australian cinema and TV into this like remixed film that like discusses the current political state of Australia and analyzes its place in pop culture. And
Hmm.
I just thought it looked very fascinating
It
because
re-edits like all of these classic
yeah,
Australian
like Mad Max, Walkabout,
picnic.
Picnic at Hanging Rock,
Yeah,
Crocodile Dundee.
nice.
It looks
Thor: Love
really
and Thunder.
interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
Thor: Love and It's from directed by Soda Jerk, who also
that's a
directed
familiar name.
some other ones. They did one called Hello Dankness, which like analyzes meme culture in uh in the political space,
Huh.
which looks very
That would
interesting.
be very interesting.
And another one called After the Rainbow. That this
Uh,
looks really
I have
interesting.
heard of that one.
It's a reimagining of the initial sequence of the film The Wizard of Oz. The fantasy world of cinema and the reality of Judy Garland's complex life collide.
Yeah,
Instead of taking Dorothy to Oz, the Twister transports a young, hopeful Garland into the future where she encounters her disillusioned adult self. Just sounds awesome. I don't know.
sounds like hell. I think
Yeah.
Judy Garland, even at that point, was pretty disillusioned. Uh,
Yeah. Poor girl.
we don't have to get into it. That's
Another
yeah,
conversation for another time.
yeah.
But yeah, check out Terra Nullius if you're interested in analyzing Australian cinema.
I definitely will. I'm very interested
Yeah.
in Australian cinema, especially after this one. Um,
Yeah.
a great
It's
peek into the
cool.
Australian world.
The Outback. I loved it. So
Me
cool.
too.
So cool.
I
One
I
of the
really like the editing. I
yeah,
think that
man.
was like one of the
It's
biggest
so
standouts.
it's film formalism, I feel, at its peak.
Yes. It
It
reminded
it
me a little bit of Easy Rider, like those like quick
yeah,
cuts
yeah,
to
much
different
better than Easy
settings.
Rider, in my opinion.
Well,
I think
hard
it's
to say.
much more unified. in what it's
I
going for. And it helps just that it's such more foreign landscape to me, creatures. So I
Oh,
think
they
that
all look
helps a lot.
so creepy.
Dude, so many animals in this. I love it. You got like wombats, kangaroos, camels. Didn't even know camels were in Australia.
Yeah,
Um, all the weird lizards. And the way
so
they're
many
like
lizards.
filmed, the way they're filmed is so cool, dude. Like the
Hmm.
macro cinematography is amazing, dude.
It
Like
is.
there's this one shot where just like it zooms in on an insect from like a normal perspective, right?
I was gonna
And
say, like, how do you think they did that? Like,
yeah, dude, just the way the focus just gets fucking warped. It's
yeah,
the coolest looking shot
and
I think I've seen in a
it gets
movie.
right on the insect's face too. Like
Yeah,
the depth of
yeah,
field must have been like a centimeter,
I
right? Like it was
know, bro.
crazy.
Um, Scorsese always says like watch more movies, expand your palette. And I think
Yeah,
if I was ever to tell a person to watch one film to like with that philosophy, it'd be
yeah.
this one.
It'd be the
Because just the
Avengers.
like just just the depth of like different camera movements and lighting and like film dissolves and edits in this is insane. There's
Yeah,
just so many like techniques going on in this. It's awesome, bro. Oh, it's beautiful.
it's a
And
masterpiece.
there's not much even in the way of like dialogue or character building.
No,
It's
well,
all the
that's
visuals
what
pretty
makes it
much.
really interesting as well as like between the three like lead
Mhm.
characters in the film, like two of them can't talk to the other, right? Because
Yeah.
there's a big language barrier between the two English people and
Um
the Aborigine.
Roger Roger Ebert called this a film about communication, which yeah,
Yeah,
is and it's amazing. This
I
is
like
the
that the little
closest.
boy kind of starts learning the language. He picks it up pretty
Yeah,
quick.
yeah, he and the guy have a way of
They
communicating,
have a
which is
special
fun.
bond.
I love it, man, and just it's great vibes for the most part, just the 3 of
I
them.
don't think the beginning is good vibes at all. Before they meet
Mm,
the guy on the walkabout, it's terrible vibes when they're like climbing up that mountain
it's
and the
fun
rocks
vibes.
are falling and like she's dropping
It's
the
fun vibes.
it I hated that. I was like,
Yeah,
if this is
it's
gonna be
pretty
the whole
anxious.
movie, it's I'm gonna be like so stressed out and just
Yeah,
like
but when
I
the
don't
3
want
of them
these
get
kids to
together,
die, but yeah.
it's fun because 'cause they're
Yeah,
all kids,
exactly.
so they're all
They
just
are.
having fun.
They're going swimming.
I
They're
know. Great.
yeah.
I'd call this movie visual poetry, though. Just like what it achieves in its filming of the landscape and the animals and the
Hmm.
actors is just it communicates so much without words. It's beautiful. It's transcendent almost. It's hypnotic.
Definitely. I
It like
wonder
puts you in this coming of age walkabout like experience.
I love that I I don't I normally I no I'm gonna restart what I was trying to say because I lost it.
Yeah.
But um I love how it starts with like the definition of like a walkabout, and that's just
Yeah.
like in the back of your head the whole time.
An
It's great.
Aborigine man child. I thought the man child phrasing was kind of
Mhm.
funny,
Well,
just contemporarily.
it makes
Um,
sense, right? Because
it
it's
does.
the process
'Cause
of becoming a man. Like it's you go from a
I
child
can't
before the
help
walkabout,
giggle.
and then you're a man after,
I can't
or you're
I
dead.
can't help but giggle though, because funny word, man child.
Man child. It is a funny word.
That opening though is
In a
amazing.
city, yeah,
So well made. It's so jarring, overstimulating, disorienting. Just all the shots of like the legs just running around.
yeah.
Um, awesome, dude. And the way people are framed like through technology and architecture is such a cool way
Yes.
to film in the
I
intro
loved
there.
all the architecture in it too.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's just so
Yeah,
like
man. Like
jagged in a way. Like it's great,
I'd
like
love to
inside the city.
hear the director's process of how he decided where to put the camera because there's so many cool angles where he just
Hmm.
like throws the camera, especially in that opening where it just looks almost really alien.
Yeah,
Like this is the bit where we're supposed to be used to, right? Living in the air we live in, but
and
the just
also
through the way it's framed, it's just so foreign. It's cool.
the city scene at the beginning, right? The score accompanying that, it's like a didgeridoo or something, right? Like the sound
Yeah,
itself is so like it's not odd, but it's just like very kind of
it's a
like it
good
doesn't.
contrast.
Yeah, it's a good contrast. It's great.
Mm, yeah, it's very sick. And the
Yeah,
music throughout this is just fucking
hmm
chef's kiss, bro.
Yeah,
So
and it's all
pitch
very
perfect.
different. Like it's like there's no like consistent like themes. It felt like to me like there
Yeah.
like obviously there
Yeah.
were some, but like the music was kind of like all over the place in a way.
Mm,
You know, like there
yeah.
was just a lot of it.
I agree. It's great. It always
Great
felt like
film.
it fit. It felt like a great
Exactly.
selection every
I
time.
agree.
But yeah,
Everything
that
about it I
opening
really like.
is crazy. I love the shots where it'd be like a brick wall and it'd pan, or that, or is that a dolly, a truck, whatever, just
Mhm.
out into the landscape. That was such a cool way to do that. Just
Yeah.
that transition. Ugh, I loved that. Um, but yeah, in that opening, there's a lot of plants and vegetation, just like in buildings
Yeah.
and like cornered by buildings. It's cool. There's a shot of a pool right next to an ocean, which I thought was
Yeah,
really
I was
funny.
gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
I
like
love
need for
that.
control, right? Like
Mhm.
and the
There,
dominance of nature that man has over nature or whatever, I guess.
yeah, man. There was a quick zoom onto like beef getting prepared, which I thought was very deliberate
Oh, did
because
yeah. Well, no, it wasn't. I don't think it was beef. There was a sign and it said fresh kangaroo meat, and then it was
oh,
the guy
there you
preparing the
go.
meat.
There
So I
you
think it
go.
was yeah.
I'd try some
There was a lot
kangaroo.
of great cross cutting in this, like when
Oh yeah, dude.
the Aborigine man child is killing the kangaroo with the
Yeah.
like staff and stuff, and then
Mhm.
it's cross cutting that to a butcher,
Yeah, man.
cutting up meat. It's great. It was
I
incredible.
love I just thought that like discontinuity in the editing just works so
Yes,
well for this film. Um, and
you
there's
got
so
to
many
bring that
fun
into the
like
48-hour movie. Like it's so
yeah,
cool. It's so cool.
so many fun like freeze frames too. A lot of freeze
Hmm.
frames coming from Hard Boiled. I really was picking up on all that.
Yep.
Just in really fun formalistic editing, man. I have a craving for it now. It's dope. So
Formalistic,
many,
but not like Easy Rider. I think is formalistic, like almost, and it serves more of the form rather than like the story. As much
mm,
as it pains me to say that, like it kind of a little form over function, but
yeah.
this it
Oh,
felt like it really
form.
reinforced everything
Yeah, man. It's visual
in
poetry.
the story. Yeah.
It's a force of emotion almost.
Yep.
It was so cool. So many iconic shots, like the burning car in the desert, you know,
Yes.
when all the Aborigines go to it afterwards
And
later
are
on and
exploring
cross-cutting to that. It's awesome. And they like
the
that
father's
the sh
dead body, just
in the
like
tree, dude, that shit
yeah,
kinda got me because that was so
yeah.
out of nowhere, like, so gross looking.
Why? Okay. What do you think happened with the father? Like, I guess it ultimately. I mean, it does matter, but like,
He
what's your
shot
theory
himself.
for it? No, no, no. I mean, like, why did he do all that?
Oh, I was reading something about how through this one edit, it's implied that he had, like, an attraction to his daughter,
Yes, I was
which
also picking up on that. It felt the way
yeah,
that
I
it
didn't
was
pay
shot felt very creepy. It's like often
yeah,
kind of shooting like up her skirt, like at the beginning, and
I didn't consciously think of that, but it definitely tracks. There's a lot of that with her, um, with him, and I could see that being the reason. Also, it just seems his life just seems so mundane and boring,
yeah,
everything we see of it. So
looking
a
over the
combination of
pool.
those 2, I'd say.
His wife left him,
Yeah. "Bring your brother here right now." As he's taking shots at them. It's awesome.
and I love how the
Very
brothers he
polite.
treats it like a game, like it's
I
like
know, he starts shooting
he
back at
doesn't
him.
know.
I
And
loved
through the whole
the
movie, he's asking
brother.
like, "Oh, when are we gonna see Dad?" Like,
Yeah, dumbass kid.
fucking
Read the
idiot.
room.
Yeah, dude, he's dead.
Did you think the acting was wonderful? I don't
I thought
know.
it was pretty good all the way through.
I
Like,
thought it was okay.
it's a kid. What are you gonna
Mm,
do?
not so much with him, more the girl. Thought it
I thought she was
was
pretty good.
pretty good. Okay. There's just a few moments where I was a little taken out of it, I'd say. Nothing too egregious though. I
What did
do
you think
love
of
the alright, go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead. No, I think we're probably gonna say the same thing.
I don't
The
think
about
so.
the Aborigine boy, like, or about his performance.
I thought he was great.
I thought he was
Like,
great as
so
well.
much, like, acting in the eyes, I thought, especially in the, like, his penultimate scene where he's trying to, like, court her.
Yeah.
Like, you can see so much, like, yearning in his eyes and
Yes.
so much, like not knowing what to do, just with this cultural dissonance.
Yep.
Because to her, she finds it like scary, which
Yeah.
I think is pretty reasonable, not knowing what's
He's
going
dressed up
on.
like a skeleton.
Yeah,
Uh,
she's like naked too.
yeah.
Um, but like in his perspective, he's not doing anything wrong. This is his how he's raised, and he's just trying to like
Yeah.
court her.
Well, and also
And
the like her being naked to him, like
mhm,
that's just kind of whatever, right? Like it's we see in previous scenes that their Aborigine clothing is very minimal or whatever.
yeah,
So
mhm,
like it wouldn't
and
necessarily
yeah,
be sexual implication.
and then he kills himself. I
Kills
think.
himself. He hangs himself.
Poor fucking guy. That really hit me, man. That made me really sad.
Yeah,
Like
me too.
shit.
I
Just
like
the
how
cultural
I
communication
thought maybe the
just
two would get
breakdown.
together and it would be nice. He's like he sends the little boy to get wood and I'm like, oh, I see where this is
Yeah,
going. You know, it's I
and
was a
they're all
little
so
worried it
happy
was gonna get
together.
rapey, but
That was my concern. I'm like, this is a movie from the 1970s, what's gonna
I
happen?
actually think I wrote that in my notes. I said, please don't be rapey.
But no, I
And then
think
it
I thought
wasn't.
it was just heartbreakingly depressing.
Yeah.
It's like I was reading reviews, and it's just like it's a tale that's so above time and space. It's a classic, like just teenage boy trying to court teenage girl, right? And just the heartbreak that follows.
Hmm.
It's a feeling that's so universal, and I thought it
Exactly.
communicated that so well. Just above all cultural barriers and education barriers, just that truth at the heart of it. And it was just sad, poor guy. And
Poor
you see
guy.
that she had guilt and kind of longing too, because there's shots where her eyeline would, like gaze upon his skin, right, and
Yep.
linger there. And in the
Yep.
ending, you have her remembering too. I don't know if it was like a fictional or if it's a dream or if that really happened, but them all swimming together.
I think
Could
that
be
happened.
it
Or
could
it's
be
like
any
the way she remembers it, right? It's
yeah,
like,
it could be anything. And I think
yep.
any interpretation of what that was is like valid and enriching. Just her longing for that adventure, for that something more
And instead
spiritually.
she's married to some fucking
This is the
bloke,
most boring guy,
boring ass
dude.
white
I,
guy.
I
She
wrote
married
that
her
down.
father. Like it's
Oh, that's depressing.
yeah.
She did. I wrote it down, but he was like just saying the most boring corporate speak about how like, oh, I might get this job, but if I don't, like this job will become available, and then this job, and
Yeah.
it's just like just the
Shut
contrast to the
shut
like
up.
the high roaring adventure before. It's like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's depressing. That actor though for the Aboriginal boy, David Goopily, that's how
Okay.
you say that, is a Australian legend apparently. Been to, like a bunch of Australian films, was in
That's
Crocodile
sick.
Dundee. So
Oh,
shout
that's
out.
so sick.
I believe he died in 2019. So
Oh, rest in
R.I.P.
peace. I wish there was fucking
Yeah,
Canadian movies like this.
2019.
Like,
Yeah, man.
why is there no like parallel here? Like,
Canadian. There must be, man. We just gotta dig deeper.
I just don't think that the industry was that big, and like also in the 70s, like indigenous people were being so heavily repressed in Canada, and like
Mm,
you couldn't like there was nothing about indigenous culture, right? Like that's like
yeah.
peak residential schools. Um,
Fuck, I forget how recent
just
that was. Always. Fucking
yeah, the
hell.
last residential school closed in the 90s. Like
God
it's
damn, boy.
really recent.
Yeah,
Um,
that's also another thing
so
I'd say that's
fucking
universal about
Canada.
Walkabout. It's just that natives getting fucked. They are
Yeah.
just getting fucked, man. Every every place they're at, the natives are getting shat on.
Yep.
You see that in just their culture getting eroded. In this, you see that with their food supplies just getting hunted for sport. Like that's such a
And
great
also,
scene when that
oh, it is
Aborigine
incredible.
boy's hunting down that bull. He's like fighting it
Yeah.
by the horns,
Yep.
and then he almost gets ran over by these two white dudes for just fucking shooting them. And it's like
And just leaving them too. Like, it's just,
quickly cut together all the corpses,
yeah.
and then later on it shows this
All this.
disgusting close up of maggots covering the cow, and
Yeah.
then it cuts to just this like field of bones and just skulls, and it's so harrowing, just
And
like as
then,
far as you can see.
yeah, also like going along with that, the scene where we've already kind of talked about it. The like exploitation of the Aborigine people,
Yeah.
like with the not
Mhm.
artifacts, but
They're
like they're
literally making white statues.
exactly like it's
Yeah.
crazy. And
And
then
they're like getting painted white, and they're like wearing clothes, and all
yeah,
their hair's dyed blonde. It's
ah,
very emblematic of some themes of the film. There was a bit I thought in there where there's a dog harassing a chicken in a cage. I'm like, hey, it's like that's what's just going on, you know? These
yep,
natives have been caged by whatever way, you know,
dogs.
and then these white dogs are coming in and fucking still fucking with them after
Yep,
everything, you know?
yep,
Can't let up.
yeah, and it still happens too.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
It's a great
I
scene
yeah,
though, where the
man.
one white woman tries talking to the Aborigine boy, try to like harass him a bit. He just
Mhm.
completely ignores her, walks away. That was great.
That and then also kind of going into the plot like of that where it's like the two English people are always looking for like people, and then
Mhm.
like the Aborigine person doesn't care, and he's taking them
Yeah.
to where he thinks they need to go.
Yeah, the
Uh,
house.
the house, the abandoned house. I love the
And they
fucking graves. They just stand
yeah.
like who dug those graves? You know,
Yeah, man. They become a
everybody's
nice
dead
little
there.
family in the house
Yep,
until just the cultural divide, man, just tears them apart, and
yep.
it's depressing.
That's
Um,
sad. It's
yeah,
a
just so
sad
many
movie.
striking images in this. Like, so many landscapes. I didn't know fucking Australia was so biodiverse in their landscapes.
Yeah, I didn't know
There's
they had like mountains like that.
yeah, mountains and swamps and just
And I
felt like
really
a
like
felt
that
like a
one
new
tree,
setting
the tree of
every cut.
life
Yeah, bro.
they went
It was
to.
awesome. Sucking some water out of the mud. Hell
the
yeah.
kid, the kid was he's like talking to the sister. He's like, "Oh, you fucking idiot! Why didn't you pack up any of that
Yeah.
water? Like, obviously
Oh,
it's gonna be gone. Like,
so sick, man.
it's great.
Ugh.
I would highly recommend this movie. Um,
Mhm.
I think
It's
Nick
just
Lickers would like it specifically. It seems like his kind of movie.
I could say this is a movie you could watch with the sound turned off, and you could get just as much. It's
I
a
think you could turn the dialogue off. The sound is so good that I wouldn't want to. Like, I
no, no,
love the
no,
sound design.
obviously not, but I
Yeah,
think that's just I'm just saying to the, quality of,
the
the
visuals.
images. I
Yeah,
think the visuals are some of the best that's ever been put to film in this. It's incredible.
I
Shout out
do agree.
Australia. And I think Nicholas Roeg, the director, was actually the cinematographer on this one too.
Shout out.
So, let me actually fact
Sweet.
check that real quick before I lie.
That's really cool. Because it's like, I don't know. It's almost,
Um, yeah,
I don't know. I
cinematography.
don't know.
Fuck yeah,
That's
boy.
great. Do you know what the
Got
budget of this movie was? Because I don't think it would be very expensive.
Walkabout. 1,000,000 AUD.
Yeah, that's nothing.
1,000,000. Damn.
Australian
Fuck.
dollars, I think, are pretty comparable to Canadian too.
The son
Man,
was the son of the director, Luke
oh
Rogue.
fucking nepo baby! I take it back. I
Nepo
hate
baby.
him.
That's why he was such a
Nepo
bad
baby,
actor.
nepo baby.
I did love his toys though. His toys were sick
They
because
looked
that
very
was
fun.
such a cool piece of visual imagery to just like put these dwarfed little cars in the desert, right?
Yep.
Like it's so cool just seeing how tiny they are against everything. I think it's just a great piece of visual storytelling. It was
Hmm.
awesome. Being like just the cars stuck in the sand or being left behind by them as they went. It
Yep.
was cool.
And then the Aborigines, like playing with the like soldiers, but just throwing them. Like he doesn't care
I
about
yeah, I
those
love
pieces.
that.
It's great. Yeah.
I think there might have been a little bit of discontinuity in like their what they're wearing. It seemed like it would change every scene. In one scene they'd be like painted or their hair would be different or
Mm,
what they'd be wearing would be like a little inconsistent between scenes. And I don't necessarily think it takes away from it, but
I
it's
agree.
definitely interesting.
I think that it kind of adds to the like feeling of
Dreamlike.
time passing. Yeah, and dreamlike. Like it's kind of like
It's
a
very
memory.
hypnotic, this film.
Yes,
Oh, and there's so
I
many cool
absolutely
like
agree.
light flares in the film. Like when they're looking at the camels. So many cool light flares
Well,
on there, or the
there's like a cool
sunset.
double exposure, like when the kid is hallucinating about like the camels and the people riding camels and stuff.
Yeah, man.
That was
Oh,
cool.
such an inventive film. If you are somebody who's into films, this is an absolute must watch. This
Yeah.
just it just does things that you didn't know you
I
could
would
do
say
with the
even if you're
medium.
not into films, but just like into like
Living
knowing, yeah, living in
life.
like uh culture of different
Mhm.
societies. I don't know how necessarily accurate this movie is, but it
Yeah,
felt
that's
it
something
didn't
I
feel like
was gonna bring up,
super
the
uh
accuracy.
do you know if it's like bad?
No clue.
Okay. It
It's
didn't
pretty
feel
highly rated, so
terrible.
I think by now it probably would've, been disowned if it was too
Yeah.
egregious.
But what's
Oh,
Stagecoach rating, you know? I think Stagecoach has pretty good
that's true.
reviews.
Oh, and I love those final shots when they're just walking on the road out the desert. It's so cool. Like, there's this final shot of, like, just, the girl, stepping off the terrain onto the road. It's awesome,
Yeah.
dude.
And the way that the rocks change, like, on the road, they're all
Mhm.
so tightly packed together.
And there's all these, in the end, these contrasting shots of, like, the brick walls we saw in the intro to, like, the rocky cliffs. That's all you need to know right there. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is great. Great film.
Nature is just it has something we cannot experience in the cities.
Yep,
It's just this, damn, I'm looking at stills right now, just getting my mind blown again.
yep.
It's awesome.
But also, I'd rather live in the city. I could not do an Australian walkabout. I would
Yeah,
die. I would
no,
die immediately.
I was gonna say Critterpit should do a walkabout.
No, we would die.
For 1,000 subscribers, Critterpit is doing a walkabout.
I think we could do it in Canada. I would feel more comfortable in the forest, I think, than the Australian desert.
That's not a walkabout.
I know, but, like, I could survive in the forest, I think, like, more easily
This
than I could
movie
survive
made it
in
look
just the
pretty
desert.
easy.
It looked like hell.
Oh, I was gonna say, I love the shot where later on they reverse the footage of the dad committing suicide and falling down, and he, like, rises up. It's so
Yeah,
cool, dude. It's
it's
amazing.
creepy.
I read that there's a biblical allegory for this film, how, kinda like the Garden of Eden,
Mhm,
and with
of
the
Eden.
snake. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe something there. Maybe ask
with
Sean about that.
knowledge. Let's get Sean on here.
There's that bit in the opening where, like, it's all the girls in the class, and it looks like they're all just, like, moaning over and over again. They're
Moaning
doing
or, like, they're, like, hypnotized, like it
Yeah, it's awesome.
yeah, they're
They're doing
doing, like,
vocal lessons, yeah.
practice yeah, singing, and then that comes back.
Yeah.
She does some singing when they're in the desert.
Oh, and there's this one bit that has, like, storybook transitions. It has, like, a flipping page animation when it cuts between scenes, you remember that?
No, I feel like I missed that.
Yeah, it's like this, they're telling a story, the son, and every cut, there'll be, like, a flipping the page animation, which
What?
I don't
How
know.
did I
I
miss
didn't
that?
Yeah, I don't know how you could have missed that. It was kinda crazy.
I have no memory of
It
the
didn't feel
storybook.
super well aged, to be honest.
Huh.
But,
I wonder if it's a different cut. I watched the one on the Criterion channel.
okay.
It's probably the same as what you watched.
Yeah.
I just somehow missed it. It's like writing a note or something.
I would for sure buy this Criterion.
Definitely.
100%.
More
It's on the buy
Australian
list.
films, please.
It's a
Makes me hyped to watch
beautiful
Picnic at Hanging
Yeah,
Rock.
man. And then, Terra Nullius or whatever.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna
yeah,
watch all the Australian films and
me
watch
too.
that.
I think Australian films, at least to me, were a very overlooked, like,
Yeah.
yeah, country of film. Because when I think of
They
Australian film, I think of Chris Hemsworth, and that's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
I think about Crocodile Dundee, to be
Oh yeah,
honest. Be a little
Crocodile Dundee.
racist here,
Yep.
because I watched those very young.
I've
They're
never
great
seen a
young.
Crocodile Dundee film.
They were fun when I was, like, 9.
Okay. How about 22?
Yeah.
Probably still be fun.
Ooh, the Criterion edition of this film has a hour-long documentary on David Gupilil. 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 The
That
Aboriginal
the
guy.
actor. Yeah,
Yeah, I'd be fascinated to
mm,
hear that.
me
Fuck
too.
yeah, man. So
We'll definitely
for
have to
sure
buy
buy
it.
this. Mm,
Yeah,
I love
and
it.
it's got a sick
That's
cover too.
why. Oh yeah, that's a big
It looks
plus.
like a science fiction movie,
It
like the
does.
cover. And also, look, it's I don't know if you're looking at the cover right now, but it's
I
like
am.
looking
Yeah.
through a window. Like it's
Mm.
framed, right?
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
There's some crazy moonshots in this film now too, by the way. That is amazing.
Yes.
Just what they
Yeah.
were able to do with cinematography here, man. It's a oof.
It's incredible.
That's why I love doing this cast because I'm sure I eventually would have watched this
Yeah,
years down
but
the
it
line.
would have been a while,
Yeah,
and I wouldn't have had to, like, think about it as much as well.
exactly. Because when you know you have to do a conversation about it,
Yeah,
you think about it, and I love that.
exactly.
And this one's high up in my ranking. I think it might be 4.
4th
Let me
best Criterion that we've watched?
yeah, boy.
What's ahead of it? Seven Samurai, Amarcord,
RoboCop, Seven Simon,
RoboCop.
Amarcord.
Yeah,
Yeah, which I'm
I
pretty
agree
sure
with
will
that.
probably be number 1.
I
I haven't
think,
watched it yet, but it probably will be.
yeah, Walkabout and Amarcord are pretty close for me. I really like Amarcord.
Me
It's very
too.
different. Um,
But thinking about this is definitely better than Amarcord. What am I doing?
it is. It is better, but
Yeah,
at the same time, it's like I Amarcord has just, like, such a positive feeling in a way,
it does. I'm putting it above
even though
Amarcord
it's
though,
about,
because
fascist Italy.
I think I just get so much more out of this.
Yeah, but I would probably rewatch Amarcord before no, I don't even think I would. I just like
So
Amarcord. I had a good
top
time.
5 is RoboCop, Seven Samurai, Walkabout, Amarcord, then Seven Seal. 2 of those we haven't even watched yet
Yeah.
on the cast.
Seventh Seal is, next week,
Oh
or
damn!
next episode.
Nice.
That'll be sick.
That will
Gonna
be
play
sick.
chess.
We will. Love it.
I have the, SpongeBob chess set in my
Nice.
yeah, in my storage.
Glad.
Yep.
Then
So
after
that'll be coming
Spinal
back.
Tap is Silence of the Lambs with
Shout
Troy
out
Finley.
with Troy.
Is
Troy,
that
Troy, Troy,
locked in?
Troy. Um, he wants to be on that ep. So whenever
Okay.
we do it, I'll,
Dope.
like, let him know, I
Dope.
guess, a little bit before we do it.
I want to get Griffin on Spinal Tap. Think that'll be fun.
We're gonna get,
And,
Graham on Samurai Trilogy. We're
and
doing all
then,
3 of those in one, right?
yeah, boy.
Okay.
And then on Solo, we're having Matto for sure.
Matto. Let's get Chon on there.
Yeah,
I just wanna have everybody on the solo pit. Like, I just
I'm
want
here
it
for it.
to be, like, crazy, like, unlistenable, just, like,
Yeah.
trash. Like
Yeah. An endurance contest. Oh shit, Picnic
exactly.
at Hanging Rock is actually coming up too. So shout out Australian cinema. That's 29.
29, yeah. I'm looking at it right here. I've already got the thumbnail made up.
Nice.
Great.
And Samuel Fuller has 2 movies back to back for sure. Should do a double feature there.
Yep.
Cool.
There's, like, a whole bunch of cocktail movies coming up. Well, not for a while, but, like,
What movies?
the
Oh,
guy who
Cocktail.
directed Beauty and
Yeah,
the Beast. Yeah.
nice. I'm excited to see more of his films. Really liked what he was doing in Beauty and the Beast.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm excited to see what those will be like.
But yeah, bro, Walkabout, that's a 8 out of 10, and I am very
8 out of 10
positive
for
it'll
me
be a
as well.
9 out of 10 on a rewatch. It's one of those
Yeah.
ones where it's an 8 on a first watch, right? Because just
Mhm.
the emotions aren't there, but you know on a rewatch it'll be a 9 out of 10.
I think, a movie that I noticed that you did that for was, Minding the Gap, which we'll get to
Mm,
eventually, but
yeah.
damn, I rewatched that movie. I went skateboarding today because of that movie too.
Nice.
It's
It's
so
great,
good.
ain't it? It
Yep.
is great.
I'm gonna try and go skateboarding a lot this summer.
Yeah, I
It's
wanna get a
fun.
longboard, but right now I'm trying to
Should.
work on getting a bike, but everyone with
That's
bikes is in
good.
Calgary for some reason.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers.
But yeah, man, everyone go bike Walkabout. Go support Australian cinema.
Go buy me a copy of Walkabout, everybody. Send it to me.
Yeah.
That'd be
Go
great.
watch some Mel Gibson films. He's Australian, right?
And racist.
and racist.
Yeah.
I was reading about that film Terror Nullius. Apparently, has a very funny bit about him because it
Yeah.
has all the Australian actors prominently.
Mhm.
Nicole Kidman, didn't know that.
That's right. Kate Blanchett.
Love her even more.
Nicole?
Yeah, love the Aussies. Um,
Me
the
too. Well,
mother
shout out the
from
Aussies.
Evil Dead Rise, going back to last ep, Alyssa Sutherland, also an Aussie.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of Aussies and New Zealanders in Evil Dead Rise. Like, I think
Yeah,
most of the cast is
damn.
Australian or New Zealand.
Why? What's going on there?
I think it was filmed in New Zealand. It's
Hmm.
just a
Why?
small
Why are there so
budget
many
movie.
Aussies and New Zealanders in Hollywood? How does that pipeline happen?
We learned about that. James told us because Australia has a great film, like like
Hmm.
government regulated stuff where like if you
Oh,
film a
damn.
movie in Australia, you have to have a certain number of Australian stars in it,
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
then
Fucking just
Australian movie
every
theaters have to play Australian movies like for a certain number of years or like a certain number of
why doesn't every
theaters too.
country just do that?
I, I don't know.
Like,
I
I
don't
want
know
every country just to do that so we can get a strong, like, cinema national identity from everywhere.
exactly.
'Cause
I
then,
totally
because
agree.
that's how I learn about the world. I don't read much.
Fuck reading. It's
I
too
only read
hard.
Dune. I only
Yeah,
read Dune, baby.
yeah.
That's all it's all about. I'm gonna
And
start rereading those
Dune is
soon.
about the whole universe. You know, I
I
can't be worried
know.
about like countries.
Dune's about how, like, humanity and religions and societies evolve over thousands of years, and it's so cool, dude. That's my favorite part. Like, just
Hmm.
wrapping my mind around that stuff. Like, you ever read about, like, the Orange Catholic Bible in Dune, dude?
Yeah,
Awesome. How it's, like, all the religions. Like, they just came together, and for, like, hundreds of years, they, like, decided upon this one religious text
it's
and
funny
merged
because
it
I don't
together.
actually think that the orange like Bible is that big anymore. Like
Not
the
even.
Orange Party was quite big, I think, in like the early 1900s.
Wait, this a real thing?
Yeah, you know,
What?
I guess in Edmonton there's the Orange Hall, which is the
Wait,
Orange
whoa,
used to
whoa,
be
whoa.
like I think a political like proto political religious like party in government or in Canada rather.
Oh,
Yeah,
is that
one of the
connected to
guys
the
that
Dune thing?
yeah, I think it's connected. The orange would be connected. The Orange Bible is I think would come from that. And in fact,
What?
the person that Louis Riel killed or like had a hand in
Yeah,
killing that
Métis
and
Jesus.
yeah, Métis Jesus that ended up getting like making Louis Riel be hanged was a member of the Orange Party. So
So they're not good.
fuck the Orange Party. Yeah, they're racist, but you know that's the way.
Um,
Or they were. I'm not. I don't know if I want to put that out. It's super in
well,
the
the
world, but
Orange Catholic Bible, it was produced by the Commission of Ecumenical Translators in the wake of the Butlerian Jihad. Its supreme commandment was, "Thou shalt not disfigure the soul." Okay.
shout out Orange Party Canada. Well, when you look up Orange Party Canada, the NDP comes up, but it's different. It was
Yeah.
different. What was the Orange Order? Yeah, it was a religious fraternal society in Canada. Yeah, they
Interesting. And you
loved
think
the British connection to England or to from Canada to England.
is that do you know that that's connected to Dune? Or you
Oh, I
just
just always assumed it was because there's like
interesting?
a lot of religious
It could be.
connotations.
What does the Orange Catholic Bible say about thinking machines?
There might
Yeah, fuck
actually
those
not.
machines.
Fuck machines, dude.
Machines should never be made in the likeness of a man's mind. I agree. Fuck that shit.
Fuck it, dude. Fuck it.
So, what are the big takeaways from this cast?
Dune
We
2
gotta
is
go on a
gonna be great.
walkabout.
Yeah.
The Dune sweep is happening.
We said, oh, we're gonna do the one chip challenge when we get 100 subscribers.
Oh yeah, locked in.
Yeah, that's locked in, Ethan. We have to do it.
Oh man.
I'm sure we'll get there soon. Come on,
Oh yeah, do
David.
we need to call someone.
We do. Do you have
Who do
anyone
you
in
want to
mind?
call? I do not.
Ghostbusters.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah. I
dun,
always
dun,
want to try and
dun,
call
dun.
Nick. I haven't heard
Yeah,
from Nick in a while.
you can call Nick.
He's not going to pick up, but I'll throw him on.
Yeah, he might.
Calling him on Snapchat. He's probably working one of his 2 jobs where he makes $30 an hour.
Wait, he might be at the airport. I think he just said that in the film program snap.
He was unable to join.
I think he's at the airport.
What's he doing at the airport?
He's going on the trip.
Oh, I
Yeah,
knew
he
it.
said at 7:55, he said, I can't give you free food as I'm on my way to the airport.
He did reply to me, but he didn't pick up the phone. I'm
What
gonna
would
let
he
him know.
say?
He said, "What's up?"
Say, have you ever seen Walkabout?
I'm gonna ask if he wants to call because I would rather get him on.
That's true. Get him on the cast, bro.
Come on, Nick. You opened my message. You can do it. I want Nick on the cast.
Yeah,
He's
me
so
too.
important to my life in a way. It's like an essential piece of
He
lore.
is.
He's traveling. He said he can't. I say, damn.
You ever seen Walkabout?
Yeah. Have you seen Walkabout?
No, it adds to the lore though. We're setting up Nick as this like unattainable
Yeah. And once he
guest.
comes on, it's going to be crazy.
Him and David are setting up the lore.
Yep. They're going to fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how we take two people and we pit them against each other. We did that with the
They're
two
enemies
Keegans.
now. Yeah.
The two Keegans are enemies. I want them to have a political debate. That'd be so funny.
Nick has not seen Walkabout.
Okay. What is a film he would recommend?
He is typing. What's your guess before
Clerks
he
2.
replies? Clerks 2. That's a good. Yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
going to go Clerks 1. He's going to go OG.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a solid rec.
Never seen
He's
it.
been typing for a long time.
Interesting.
What's
I
a long
really hope
title?
it's some niche.
Ant-Man 3 Quantum Mania.
Might be Velociraptor. Velocipaster.
Velocipaster, yeah. He does talk about that one quite a bit. Maybe one of the Scream movies, although maybe we're past that now. This new Scream hasn't come out. God, he's taking a long time to type.
Could be Picnic at Hanging Rock.
That would be awesome. Maybe Dogville.
Could be Videodrome. I did tell him to watch that.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
I'm sure he loved it.
Yep. Yep. Oh my God, Nick.
I got one of my
How
friends to
long
watch
is this title?
Deliverance. That was pretty
Yeah.
funny.
What did they think of it?
They loved it. So, Deliverance Nation is happening.
Gotta watch it. I
That's one of
watch
those movies, man, that just fucking sticks on my mind. Just can't be able to stop thinking about it, you know? One of those films, like, I'd like to rewatch it, but I don't want to rewatch that scene. You know?
Yeah. And you
Horrible
have to
vibe.
rewatch that scene. You have to.
You do.
So
Is he
Nick,
still typing?
he just finished typing. He just sent a message. So you were right in a way. He said, "I recommend the movies in the View Askew universe, like Clerks 1, Mallrats, Chasing
Okay.
Amy, and others, but you have to watch them in chronological order." Which is funny because you absolutely do not for the View Askew universe. They're so vaguely connected, like that. There's
Okay.
no continuity that you need to keep track of.
So, which one we picking?
We're picking Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Jane Silent Bob reboot. Like it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Nick. Love you. That's
Jay
me
and
kissing you.
Silent Bob reboot specifically, 2019.
Yep.
That looks awesome. Nice. Nice.
Val Kilmer is in it.
I might be missing a few recommendations on my list, but oh well.
God damn it. It's already off the rails. Hey, this is episode 10.
Nice. We made it.
We made it.
Nice.
Double digits.
Nice, dude. 10. I think we'll get to 20 at least by the end of the summer.
Oh, at the pace we're going, I think we'll get there before the end of the summer.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to get a good like catalog under our belts.
10 isn't bad, honestly. We have like with 10, that's probably like 15 hours worth of content. Not too bad at all.
How long has this one been going? I feel like we did like 2 hours.
Yeah, we're at like an hour and 40 minutes.
Nice, dude. This was a great cast.
Yeah.
You guys are welcome.
Yeah, you're fucking welcome.
I don't know how well the
one of
Dune
the longest one
trailer bit will
probably
translate.
not super well, but you know,
dude,
if they just watch the Dune trailer like on repeat as they're watching
Critter Nation know that when we're in Dune hour, all bets are off.
All bets are off. We're just gonna talk Dune.
Yeah, bro.
It's all
It's gonna
Dune
be
all
sick. And
day.
when I start rereading Dune, oh my god.
It's gonna
Oh
be
my god.
over.
Dune hour is gonna turn into Dune 2 hours, if you know what I mean.
How long do you think
Yeah.
it'll take you to reread Dune? Like,
Yeah,
or
I'm wondering because it took me like a few months to read it the first time, but then I
me
just
too.
started ripping through the books. So I
Yeah,
think I'll probably rip through them this time, honestly, once you're
because
over
I
that
know
initial like confusion of what you're
it
even
took
reading.
me it took me like I think 2 months to read the first like half of Dune 1 and then like
Yeah.
a week to read the second half.
Yeah, man,
Second
because
half is
everything just
incredible.
starts fucking snowballing.
Yeah.
That's how Frank Herbert writes, man. He just starts snowballing his books and it like
Yeah.
comes
Same with Brian Herbert, except it's just like a snowball of trash.
fuck Brian Herbert,
Fuck
bro.
Brian
I gave
Herbert.
that guy and Kevin J. Anderson, who like ghost writes all the books.
Yeah, because
Fuck those
Brian
two.
Herbert can't write.
And I wasn't a hater at first. I gave it the best chance it possibly could have had. I read 6 of those fucking books, and they are so trash.
Yeah.
I
And
gave it the
honestly
best
though,
chance I could.
I don't care that Brian Herbert does this because in my mind, obviously the Frank Herbert ones are the only like canon.
Yeah,
Brian Herbert, get that bag. Your father seems like Frank seems like such a
yeah,
shitty father. Just like exploit
did.
the shit out of him. That's fine. Do whatever
I
you want.
do. But don't start meddling in the Dune franchise, Brian. Just don't
Oh,
start
he
meddling in the
he doesn't
film
have any say in
franchise.
the movies. There's
You
no
better
way.
not. You better not, bro.
There's no way.
I'm happy to him just controlling the literary world of Dune. The literary world of Dune ended in like the 80s or whatever, you know?
Yeah,
But the film world of Dune is just beginning,
it's
baby. And I know it's
just
gonna be
beginning.
incredible. When we get to the Chapter House Dune 2-part film, it's
When
gonna
we
be
get to
incredible.
Children of Dune, that'll be crazy.
Dude,
But yeah,
fucking God Emperor, man.
yeah,
Cronenberg needs to direct that, dude. Come on.
that'd
He's
be
so
insane.
good. So good.
I would
No,
like them to do Children of Dune just to see
my
the
goal,
cool. It would be hard to do Children of Dune like with the hidden spoilers for Children of Dune with like the Paul Messiah character. Like, how would you
yeah.
do that to make it like not obviously Paul?
hmm You have to
Different actor?
recast,
Yeah,
and there's no way you could get that film out without that being like plastered everywhere. Because I even got that spoiled from going into the children. But fuck, it's so sick, dude. I love that whole arc. It's so cool, man.
yep.
And just the final scene of Messiah with him walking out into the desert with
Blind as a
everyone
bat.
watching. Oh, oh, dude. Goddamn.
It's great.
Goddamn.
Good job.
So
Good job,
yeah,
Brian or Frank.
that was
Frank.
the that was the Dune 10 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, it was a good critter
Yep. Next
cast.
one, Seventh Samurai. We'll play probably on like chess.com or something.
Next one, Seven Samurai.
Yeah. And then I don't know. Probably we might be able to do an in-person one
Oh
sometime after
yeah.
that because you'll be in Edmonton.
Fuck
Live
yeah.
in my house.
That'll be sick, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll film this next one sometime.
Yeah. Whenever is fine with me. I again probably gonna be working all next week.
Yeah.
But my shifts normally end around 3. So
Oh, nice. My shift start at 5 all next
nice.
week.
Nice.
So we got that sweet zone.
We got
Sweet spot.
yeah. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. It'll be
Yeah,
fun.
we'll figure it out
Yeah.
off the air.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
boy.
private discussion.
Yeah,
Er,
not for fucking
Not
Critter
for Craig.
Nation.
Not for Craig. Craig can't
Yeah.
hear that. Okay.
So shout
Well,
out. Bye,
goodbye,
Critter
Critterpit
Nation.
Nation.